What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So I was strolling through YouTube this morning, as I normally do, getting ideas, and I'm gonna keep it real, man. Starting last night, I saw some pretty crazy stuff, and then this morning, more stuff that just makes me scratch my head, man. About the social media is just a trip. But what I want to talk about this morning is a rapper by the name of Acito. I guess he's from the 209. I don't know what part of the 209. But last night I saw that he's somebody sent it to me. One of my subscribers sent it to me that he's got a tour going on, and it had tour dates, at least tour locations, city locations. Excuse me. And on his schedule, he has a tour date for Los Angeles, and he's a northerner, right? Me, I don't care. You know, like, if he's got fans down here, why not, right? But the reality of the situation is what's been going on, the back and forth. The rappers are bucking the program. The program that's inside the walls, that's in prison, they're like, hey, at least I have to be honest, the ones from Southern California have been bucking it, right? And they're protecting the home turf. They don't want anybody coming down here making money, I guess is what it is. But I will say this, and this is no diss to Acito. This is no diss to anybody. It's just my opinion. As soon as I saw it, I said, this is a publicity stunt. There's no way he's really gonna pull up and really gonna have that show. I don't see it. But there's been Southerners to go up north, and they get bottles thrown at them and stuff. So if he does show up, I think it's a different type of venue, than like a car show or something like that, right? And I would hate to see anyone physically injured over this, but I gotta be honest. The same way that I felt it wasn't smart for the rapper from here that was gonna go up north, I don't feel it's smart for this guy to come down here and just think, like, with everything going on right now, that it's gonna be a good show and a good time, and it's gonna be profitable. It's very rare that somebody who is, and I'm just gonna use a term that the youngsters use, considered an op, is gonna pull up in an area and announce it in advance. If they're gonna pull up, they pull up. Nobody knows. Nobody recognizes who that is, and they're like, "Who's that? Fuck it, I'm doing my thing, whatever that is." They're not tripping, especially when you come one or two deep. But to announce a show, the date isn't even there. There's no date on it. It's just that's not moving very smart. And that is another reason why I'm like, this is just to generate publicity, and here I am. But here I am because, as an older dude who's seen a lot of stuff, who has opinions, I'm giving my opinion here. And it has nothing to do with cowardice or anything like that. But I know people's egos get in the way. As soon as you mention somebody else, their feelings get hurt. Right? Instead of them seeing, look, I'm giving you I'm giving you whoever watches this, if whether it's 1,000 or 20,000 views I get on this video, that's free publicity for you, Acito. But I just don't see that being a possibility or a genuine idea. I think the idea is to generate buzz for the tour, and so I'm willing to give you that in order for you to not take on your ego and say, you know what, I'm going to Los, I'm going to LA. I don't know if Acito has disrespected anybody down here, and maybe he's thinking that. If he hasn't, maybe that's what he's thinking is, you know, yeah, he's from up north, but he hasn't dissed anybody down here. And if that's the thought process, it's you're not thinking it all the way through. With everything that's gone on, and everything that's been said back and forth, and you have all these net bangers. You know what happened with, excuse me, when bands went to Baldwin Park, and recorded that. You have a lot of people, a lot of net bangers that don't know anything about Southern California, talking about LA looks bad. Baldwin Park is San Gabriel Valley. It's not the city of LA. It's LA County, but it's not the city of LA. So if Acito is thinking of having a show in LA City, and all these net bangers are antagonizing dudes from LA, I could see a lot of dudes from LA saying, "No, we're gonna put a demo down." You know, bands went wherever he went, but he didn't go to LA. He went to LA County. He went to San Gabriel Valley. And I don't think a lot of people outside of Southern California, especially outside LA, having done so much time with dudes from LA County, I know the difference. Most of the guys from both valleys, San Gabriel or San Fernando, they do not claim LA. I remember in YA being told, "I ain't from Los, from the Valle." And it was somebody from El Monte Flores that told me that. I was like, all right. And from then on, I always heard them say that. So when I hear people net banging that are not from Southern California, LA this, LA that, LA, and you guys don't understand the way people divvy up that county and how they look at it. But that net banging, you have your equivalent on the other side, like net banging right back. It's like when Big Tone went to No Jumper, and I said the most embarrassing thing about that whole live was the people net banging. People from up north disrespecting the south, people from the south disrespecting the north. And it's like, damn, Holmes, you guys have a lot of time on your hands to be typing away so furiously. Get a job. Put that energy in something like for your kids or your lady or your family, whatever. Again, like I said, I saw a couple things last night and this morning, where I'm just thrown off. Like, social media is a place where people can plant their flag, man, and earn a living, man. And why do people go to the negative? I saw a video this morning. It's very confusing for me, and I can't speak on it because it's that barrio's business. But I was just like, damn. People don't pick up the phone and talk behind the scenes anymore. People run to social media, and the cops monitor all this stuff, man. You know, I've heard somebody in my comments said they worked for I don't know what it was, but they were like, yeah, a lot of the counties, they just disbanded their gang task force, as far as, you know. But anyways, and they said because social media does everything for them, they don't have to pay officers to go and, you know, do what they do, and they can just watch social media and they get everything. Everybody's telling on themselves. They're talking about what they want to do to somebody else, or what they plan on doing, where they plan on being. And it makes it so much easier for these juras, for these DAs, to solve cases. Like, they're watching the whole thing as it's being planned out, because people just get on the internet. People get on YouTube, IG, Facebook. But back to, I don't want to keep going in circles. I just want to say, man, again, this is no disrespect to Acito. If this is a publicity stunt, boom, I did my part for you, eh? You got a tour coming up, and I want it to be safe for everybody. I want people down here to remain safe. I don't believe there's really any intent to perform in Los. But if you try, you definitely will get a venue down here, and there will be cops all over it. So if somebody decides to go on the offensive, people will get hurt. And if you decide to go on the defensive, people will get hurt. And at the end of the day, if something happens, someone's going to jail, and all the hood has been watching the whole way through. You know, there's always a bunk open in prison, man. There's always a bunk open. There's always a courtroom open, ready to have that trial or offer you a deal where you probably never see the streets again. And I'm talking to everybody. This isn't just for Acito. This is for everybody. You know, if Acito does decide to come, he has to bring people with him. It's just all the way around a bad idea, but you got the publicity. I'm sure there's going to be other platforms speaking on it. I wish everyone well, and we'll definitely be staying tuned to what's going on to hear whether or not it really happens. People will be waiting to hear when the date is and see if it really goes down. With that said, everybody, please be safe. Be smart and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.